Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again. Clean Money here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you for watching this video. This is a good one. I've been wanting to do this one for quite some time. Bitcoin versus gold. And this might trigger some people, but hey, just try to have an open mind. Try to think outside the box just for one video. I don't just immediately go to the comment section and just start hammering stuff out. But hey, if that's what makes you feel good, go ahead, knock it out. But 40,000 in gold, right? Versus one Bitcoin. And before I get into it, I did get in one. And it is a 2022. And I bought this one from SD Bullion, and I have not bought from them in quite some time. And this one came in pretty good shape. So appreciate that. I pay by check, so it takes a little while for it to get to me. But I have been out. I have been working around the clock to get the taxes done. Woo, man, that was tough. Hard pill to swallow. But let's get into this video. All right, so $40,000 of gold, which is what you see here, versus one Bitcoin. Now, yeah, that's not a real Bitcoin. There is no physical Bitcoin. It's just a representative of Bitcoin. So try to think outside the box. Like I said, okay, try to think outside the box. All right. So these are two different asset classes, even though in the cryptoverse, and I'm not beating up on those guys, but in the cryptoverse, they call Bitcoin digital gold. I don't like to think of it that way, but I can see why they do, because they don't believe in selling their Bitcoin. Kind of the same thing with gold. We don't believe in selling our gold for fiat. They believe the same thing for Bitcoin. Now, I don't think of it that way. I use Bitcoin and gold in two different ways. I don't sell my gold, right? But I will sell my Bitcoin. I know that's weird, but hear me out. If I can lock in some nice gains, whether it's with Bitcoin or any of them, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And the way that I do it is I don't dollar cost average into Bitcoin or any crypto. I normally wait for those 30% drops, and that triggers me to use, my capital, my set aside cash to go ahead and buy when that happens. Now, I don't normally buy immediately. I give it a couple of days to see if it does put in a reversal. Once it puts in that reversal, that's when I go and I buy. Okay, so I need 2 days of a reversal and then I buy. That's my entry points. Now, the other thing that I'd rather have one of both. I'd rather have one Bitcoin and I'd rather have $40,000 of gold. Personally, for me, that's what I would love. That's a great ratio to me. One Bitcoin, $40,000 gold. Can't go wrong with that. That's a great ratio. You cover yourself on both ends. I could see the need to have one or the other, but I like them for both reasons. One is a saving vessel and one is a wealth creation tool that I like to use. And then guess what? I can take those profits and I can roll them into gold, baby. Woo! It just works for me. It may or may not work for you. Like I said, I look for entry points. It's that 30% drop. That's what's going to trigger me immediately to stop what I'm doing, research, and then get into it. I like both of them. So it's hard for me to choose both, but I hold more gold than I do Bitcoin. I'm going to be honest with you. But later on this year in 2022, and then going into 2023, that's possibly going to change. I'm probably going to start adding a lot of funds to crypto in general, not necessarily Bitcoin, but to a few cryptos in general. And the reason for that is because in 2024, you're going to have the Bitcoin halving. And if you're new to this, that's a whole nother video. But the Bitcoin halving is going to happen in 2024. In most cycles, okay, this one's a little bit different. But in most cycles, you get an 80% dump of Bitcoin and then a 90% dump of all your altcoins. Is the cycles extending? I don't know. But this is a different cycle than the years past and the cycles of the past. So I'm waiting, okay, patiently waiting for that to take place. Now, in the meantime, if we do have those 30% drops, that's going to trigger me to buy. Next year, 2023, no matter what happens, I'm going to dollar cost average into it because I want to hold that crypto for at least 1 year. That way I don't have to worry about short-term capital gains tax. Then it's long-term capital gains tax, which is a different tax bracket. So it won't affect me like it did this past year where I had to scramble to get my taxes done. And it's no fun, I can tell you that. So right now, buying gold at $2,000 an ounce, because that's what you're paying. It's $1,974. But right now, you're paying over $2,000 per ounce of gold. That's a tough pill to swallow because it's right at the all-time highs. But at the same time, I'm at the belief that I think that gold in the next 10 years is going to be close to $3,000 an ounce anyway. So it's a hard pill to swallow. It has me kind of skittish. I don't really want to buy a bunch of gold right now at these prices. I want to see if we're going to get a curve rejection of the CPI here coming up, a plateau, I should say, instead. And if it plateaus or it stays at 8.5%, that's going to be bearish for gold. It's going to be extremely bearish for gold. You're going to see a pullback, and that's going to be your buying opportunities. This is a difficult video for me to do because I like both. And it's hard to get that across because most everybody on my channel, they prefer physical precious metals. And that's fine. That's all I really talk about. But I just want to give you the comparison of the two. And I hope this video helps you in some way, shape, or form. And I just want you guys to think outside the box. This is just one of the many tools in the tool belt that you can use to create wealth for yourself. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to like it. But if you do accept the fact that it can help you create wealth, well, that's all that matters. And that's all you should use it for. Is it a pyramid scheme? Is it? I have no idea. The only thing that matters to me is if I can create wealth with it. And I can. Same thing with real estate. Same thing with the stock market. Same thing with flipping silver coins for profit. Okay? It's the same thing. It's just in a different form. It's a digital form. I hope I explained it a little bit to you why I like both. I'd rather, me personally, have $40,000 in gold than, say, one Bitcoin. But I would like to have both. I'll tell you that much. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. Appreciate you having an open mind. Make sure to hit that like button. Keep grinding on your stack.